What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. All right. Happy Sunday, cuties. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And not sure if you were paying attention, but baby, I scheduled the live, canceled the live. Put it later, put it earlier. We here. We are here. For those of you that are a part of my Patroni Cuties, I will see you guys at, ooh, is it still 6:45 p.m.? Oh, hold on, guys. Let me double check. I forgot that time. What? Fell back? Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see what time this is scheduled for my end. Okay. So 6 45 p.m. is what time we'll be starting over there on Patreon tonight. We will be watching Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so I can't wait for that. We missed Bell Collective this past Friday because we was watching what's on the screen, the Braxton'S. And I'm so glad that we did. This was the anticipated dinner scene between the sisters. And I wanted to make sure that I came out and discuss this with you guys. Let me turn down my air child. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. It's a little hot up in here, but happy Sunday again. Happy Sunday to each of you. Sis, thank you so much for being here. Teresa Wright is at the game. Aunt Debbie will give you guys an update soon regarding what's going on with her. All is well. I will say that, but I'll let her update you guys on that. Keep her in your prayers. And shout out to the cutie crew in the building. I appreciate you guys. If you did not hit the like button, please go ahead, hit that like button for me. Angela Richardson. Hey, sis. Love you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started because, again, I will be on Patreon. And let me just say this. There was a lot that I did not like about this scene. I do have a channel that shared this on YouTube. So we will take a look at that shortly, just the dinner scene. But what I really didn't like was how they weaponized Tamar's mental health. Talking about the pills that she was on, calling her crazy. Now, before we get started, I want you guys to do me a quick favor. Put a one in the chat because I want to know who was wrong. Put a one in the chat, or not who was wrong. Let's just do it this way. Whose side are you on after watching that dinner scene? Put a one in the chat if it's Tamar. Put a two in the chat if it is the other sisters. I put my one bright and early. I told the Patroni Cuties, I feel like I have like a bipolar type relationship when it comes to Tamar. We know that she's extra, a drama queen, stunt queen, all of the above. But when it comes to this dinner scene, I am on Tamar's side. I see you guys are too. I don't see a one yet. I don't see a one. Let me see. Let me see before I get started. I'm sorry, I don't see a two yet. I see all ones. All ones. Okay. RQ You say me too. Me too. Okay, but this dinner no. So your me too is about me saying I feel like I have a bipolar relationship when it comes to Tamar. Okay? But they weaponized her mental health. And this is where, in my opinion, before we start viewing a couple things, I have a young lady that put everything out there when it comes to Ashley's story. We'll take a look at that. And as I mentioned, we'll take a look at that dinner scene. But the sisters went wrong to me by thinking that they would be able to continue to use and gaslight Tamar. When we watched this Friday night, I made sure to put in the chat, hey Lisa Love, that oh child, feminine Leo say zero because I'm sick of them all. Okay. All right, I gotta pay attention, guys, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Hey, the elegant elephant. I gotta stop looking at the chat. Oh my god. Um, okay, okay. Well, sis, we going to see you. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. But they thought that they would continue to be able to use Tamar, and for the first time, for me, I saw it like crystal clear of what they've been doing, not only from their first reality show, but this second one. So I'm talking about Braxton Family Values and now the Braxtons. They have absolutely built both shows off of the drama that is Tamar Braxton. And like I said, that realization smacked me in the face while watching. Okay? They've used her erratic behavior against her. And look, a lot of us feel like there has been times that Tamar has acted erratic, but why is the question. And she's a lot. Okay, I'm not saying that Tamar is not a lot to deal with, because again, she comes with the theatrics. She gonna pop off. She gonna smack her lips. She gonna turn around. She gonna do like she did in that dinner scene. Y'all jealous of me because I'm look at my body. But outside of all of that, they have gaslit Tamar Braxton and all of us, in my opinion, each and every one of them. Um, that dinner scene was something else. That dinner scene was truly, truly something else. And I'm just going to say this at the top of this. Tamar is absolutely correct in saying that they tried to shut down her business with her cease and desist, as she said it. Cease and desist. Okay? Cease and desist. Because her podcast is indeed her business. So this was my whole problem. Tony was okay with Ashley telling her story, but only if it was on this show. So Tony said when they met up for this dinner that she was under the impression that they were coming to meet about their mom's heart surgery that she had just had a couple days ago. Tamar pulled all of this from up under that rug that a lot of families, especially black ones, try to sweep the drama up under. And we're going to talk about this now. I don't blame her. You know, Tamar was the one that reached out to Ashley out of all of the sisters, the aunts. So why not let Ashley sit down on Tamar's podcast and tell what happened? You know what I mean? I don't get it. Hey, Melanin. Okay, sis. So we're going to take a look, first of all. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Let's start with Ashley's story first. How did we get here? Okay, let's start with that. And then we'll look at that dinner scene. And then we will absolutely go over all of this stuff that then came out as far as Towanda Braxton. And we're going to catch her in some lies. Because Towanda said that Tamar just gave her $35,000. Tamar said it was 50. I believe it was 35. I think Tamar just want interest, like, yeah, gonna throw 15 on there. But we're gonna show how that was proven to be true. That was a gift, a loan. I mean, excuse me, not a gift. That was a loan. So you can show you had that money in the bank. You know what I mean? So that's not her only business. Is she concerned about Ashley or her business? Probably both, in my opinion, out there. Probably both. But make no mistake about it, that is a business. Okay? Anytime you do something for and you get views and get paid for it, that's a business. And again, my question to you is, if it was okay for Tony to, and she got caught in a lie, say that it's okay for Ashley to come on the show, why was there such a big deal when it comes to Ashley sitting down with the aunt that reached out to her? You know what I mean? So let's go over. I will say everything is alleged, but I want to show you guys this breakdown, child, of everything that went on when it comes to Ashley. I will lead again that everything that this young lady is saying is alleged. A lot of it, though, has been sort of confirmed. Okay. So we're going to take a quick look. Let me remove that and let me put my copyright banner up. And then I want you guys to give me your thoughts after we're done watching. I will say, if there's something you want me to see, y'all, put a color on it. I'll try to start a couple of them, though. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get this off the screen. I do see 104 of you joining me. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for me. I'm going to drop down so we can try to get this as large as we can. All right, go ahead and take a look.
Ashley Braxton is talking. Do we think that part of the reason that Tamar Braxton was turned up when the family sat down with Iyanla Vanzant is because they was making her out to be the sole problem in the family when clearly there are multiple issues. So let's talk about what we know. A few days ago, Ashley Braxton, daughter of Michael Braxton Jr., came forward to say that one of her aunt's husbands at the time was trying to get at her when she was a minor. After that situation, her aunt stopped talking to her. Now, the whole internet was like, oh my God, it's Trina.
Gummy Bama, please be creative with your cuss words, okay? No big deal, but just be creative. YouTube does. Oh, child, I'm so glad I looked at my phone. YouTube does remove cuss words. So I saw you said shiznit. Type out shiznit for me, okay? Let's go ahead and continue.
Gabe was Trina and Gabe. She never directly said it was Trina and Gabe. She alluded to the fact that it was Gabe. And then when somebody in the comments said, oh, Trina and Gabe, Ashley liked the comments. This isn't the first time Ashley started telling her truth. In an interview that Ashley did almost 3 years ago, baby girl laid everything plain, from the issues with her dad to the issues with her stepmother. So check it. Back in the day, Michael Jr. is married to a woman. They have 2 kids, Ashley and Lauren Braxton. Not too long after they have Lauren Braxton, they decide, hey, we're going to get a divorce. The mother decides she's going to take her name off of the birth certificate of her biological children, move on, never talk to them again, and have 3 other kids that she has a relationship with. Michael Jr. gets remarried when Ashley Braxton, the oldest, is around 6 or 7. And
I want to tell you guys, this gets deep. This gets deep. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear the audio, okay? I'm going to move my speaker back a little bit because it does have noise cancellation. Continue. Let's continue.
According to Ashley, and again, please remember this interview is from over 3 years ago. According to Ashley, the stepmother came in on her mother dearest. Now, she did go ahead and put her name on the birth certificate for the girl. She did the PTA thing. She was a great mom, public facing, right? Behind closed doors, Ashley said when she would pee the bed as a little kid, the stepmama would make her lick it up. I want to say that the mother would pull on her ear, yelling.
Did you guys hear that? I got to pause it real quick. Now, this is based off of a couple interviews that Ashley spoke about before. The new wife that Ashley's daddy ended up marrying, the Braxton brother Michael, Ashley used to wet the bed. And the stepmom allegedly made her lick her urine. A mess. Let's continue.
Her, it was very physical and verbally abusive. Now, when she told her dad, the dad would come home and then get abusive with the stepmother. So that left Ashley feeling like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? She would go to school, she would tell counselors, and again, because the stepmother and Michael Jr. had such good jobs and it looked good from the outside, people would be like, you're lying. To Ashley being like, I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. She steals her daddy's credit card and she flees to the West Coast. She's like, sorry, siblings, I gotta take care of me. Now, a lot of people think to yourself, where are the sisters? Because if my niece and nephew called and told me this story, I would go dumb. Apparently, the sisters did. They pulled up to Michael Jr.'s house and was like, oh, and Michael Jr. said, this is my wife's house. What is y'all doing? Get off my property. Lauren is now living in California. She's making a little bit of money. She is not bothering none of her family. And that is when Auntie Tony hits her up and was like, hey, do you want to be my executive assistant? And of course, Ashley Braxton said, yes. Keep in mind 2 things. Number 1, the stepmama is only rude to Ashley and Lauren. She don't treat her kids, her sons, like that. Number 2, please keep in mind that Ashley left her siblings, right? So they are still at home in the madness. According to
This is what's really scared. Oh, Essie, you can't put suicide in the chat, sis. So they already blocked that one. You guys got to be creative with your wordings. But you can take a look. That's coming up.
To Ashley trying to cope, Lauren turned to drugs and then she suffered a fatal overdose. And Ashley.
So, to answer your question, Essie, she didn't allegedly unalive herself. She passed away allegedly from a drug overdose.
As the big sister feels partly responsible because A, she left her, and because B, the essay that happened in the family with Tamar didn't stop with Tamar. Unfortunately, there was a family member, according to Ashley, that essayed her, and then Ashley ended up doing the same to her sister Lauren. So I don't know why this story is just now picking up steam because Ashley has clearly been trying to tell her story for a very long time. Everybody's family got something, child. They do. That's just the truth. If you open up anybody's closet, some skeletons is going to fall out. Some of them is cuter than others, but the skeletons nonetheless are going to fall out. What I do think needs to be studied is the dynamics inside of this family and the way that these women consistently choose lanes. That Ashley Braxton is talking. Do we think that part of the reason that Tamar Braxton was turned up when the family sat down with Iyanla Vanzant is because
All right, you guys heard all of that. In a nutshell, I had been searching for some of the videos that Ashley initially came out, and she gave interviews and things like that, and I was unsuccessful. And somehow, child, this showed up on my timeline. So again, everything is alleged, but allegedly, a lot of this has been confirmed because it was what was said in previous interviews. So, Essie, again, your question was just answered. I do understand this weight that's been on Ashley's shoulders. And yeah, she wanted to tell the final part of that, which is what allegedly went on with Gay. Okay. I'm gonna read a couple comments and we're gonna take a look. I got more thoughts, but we're gonna take a look at that dinner scene. Lisa Love, you said if one of my siblings snaked me out of money, I don't know if I would ever trust them again. They'd never get money from me again, but I would still treat and love them as family and take the loss. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up something real quick. Let's see. This is 3988. Hold on, let me first of all, for me, Lisa, just be honest. And I do not think that Tawanda has been honest when it comes to Tamar giving her that money and what reason she gave her that money for. That's a lot of money just to say, here go 35,000. And then there is a past that we will get into shortly of some things when it comes to Tawanda. But we're also going to look at shortly when she filed bankruptcy and how she listed that $35,000. So, what are you all's thoughts on what we just watched as far as all of the secrets that's coming out? And I totally agree with the young lady. Everybody, family, most likely, you got some secrets, but a lot of us did not sign up for reality TV. So there's people that say, "Oh my goodness, get some business. Why are you guys talking about this or that?" They're on a reality show, and I know I'm giving commentary on it. Hey, Philly girl for life. So that's deep though. That is deep. She blamed herself for leaving her sibling with her dad and his new wife. Sibling got into some things and unfortunately passed away. You know what I mean? It seems like that house, though, and that's why I feel like that brother has always wanted to be behind the scenes or not on the show. I think his house was shit, like a nightmare growing up in that house. Have you guys ever found it odd that with them filming this show, we've only seen the brother Michael a couple times? And my question has always been why. We get it, the Braxton sisters, but they got a brother as well. You know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this dinner scene. I want to react with you guys together. And then after that, we will absolutely get into Towanda. I'm not a fan, okay, at all. And I didn't feel this way until recently. But Towanda, baby, has been the one that's been like the puppet master behind the scenes. It was so evident. You guys will see it shortly if you haven't already. The way she was trying to coerce Tony Braxton. It's just evident with all of them. With all of them. So this is another YouTube channel, and I did speed it up just a tad bit, guys, because, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that it can remain in this video. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at this explosive dinner scene. And in this scene, it was absolutely three sisters against one. Even when Tamar asked Tony, did she tell her in the past about Towanda using a credit card for 4 years for a family cell phone plan? Tony said, she did tell me that. She did. Then Towanda asked her, but does it make a difference or something? And Tony's like, no, it don't. You can't have it both ways. That was wrong. That was wrong. Lula, we gonna talk about it, sis. You say everybody know Towanda is a thief. Well, we gonna talk about it. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. Let me make sure the volume is up over here. And let's full screen this. We'll full screen this. You guys come on in, hit the like button for me. Shout out to 123 of you. Again, who do you think sent the cease and desist? Put it in the chat, and I'm going to put the sisters. All of them. I think that Tony knew, Trina knew, and Towanda knew. If you think somebody single-handedly did it, all right, Bridget J., I was just about to say, put the name. Oh, Nikki said the brother. Nikki, I don't think I've heard that anywhere. Oh, I see a lot of you guys saying the brother. Has that been confirmed? And if it was the brother, guys, do you think that the brother didn't tell the other sisters? I think it was all of them. And I'll go ahead. Oh, child. Lula said, I'm going to go ahead and say to daddy. Let's continue.
Alex, I have receipts. It was
I got to stop right here. Because if Tamar gave her, and I'll share this a different way, $35,000 personal loan to Sister Tamar. I think she tried to switch it up, but these are from the official documents. Why would you list Tamar as a creditor, meaning somebody that you owe? That means you knew that that $35,000 was not a gift. And this is what I mean when I say they gaslight the hell out of Tamar Braxton, and they've been doing it from day one. I'm going to take this off. We'll go over that in a minute. Let's continue.
Absolutely a gift. And it wasn't that I approached her. She said, I want to help you get your house. And I was like, okay. And that's just something that we used to do as sisters, help each other. But now that I know what I know, I wouldn't.
Did you guys see the gaslighting right there? Tony in that scene said, I've assisted you by allowing you to use my publicist. But in her confessional, she said that basically her publicist has had to clean some things up based off of Tamar's actions, based off of Tamar wanting to be infamous instead of famous. Gaslighting the hell out of us, like I got in this title, and Tamar. Tony, we... All right, let me get on. Ew. Let me get on up out of that. Give me your thoughts. Is that not what she's doing, peace, love, and light? She is absolutely playing word salad. And I'm sorry, when you play word salad, another word, the true word is gaslighting. Gaslighting. You talking about the girl is sick, But you sitting here, I'm just correct. I'm just really tripping. You sitting here gaslighting her to make her feel like and look like she's crazy. Is it me? Let me pause this one. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure we up to. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying, and then we will watch that other. I just want to make sure that I have it ready. Give me 1 second. Let me go to Mr. Housewives. Hold on, guys. All right. Here we go. Okay. TMC said, in my opinion, Tamar is animated because the sisters picked on her from childhood and she had to keep quiet about the essay. Now that she is grown, she speaks out and lashes out. She wasn't protected. Excellent point. You know, they try to blame it on being the baby of the bunch or this or that. And yeah, no. I totally agree with you. We see how they have, like a lot of families, but the other family's not on TV, swept a lot of stuff under the rug, you know? Philly Girl said all of this drama because the niece dared to tell her truth. Shameful. It really is. Tony wants Ashley on the show for ratings. That's it. That's all, sis. She don't want Tamar to make money on that podcast. And Bridget J, what does that mean? That they tried to shut down her business, which is exactly what she said. You know? Deborah said, then Tony, you were okay with Tamar bringing Ashley on the show, and she sit there and lied. I wanted to make sure I showed you guys because she sat there and said, I told you to bring her on the show. Yeah, yes, you did. You know? Let's see. Exactly. She was sick when she took her money. If I was Tamar, I would sue her just like she wanted Tony to call the law on Tamar. We about to go ahead and watch that. Let's get to it. Then we're gonna get to Towanda because that's a snake there, baby. That Towanda hates Tamar Braxton. Towanda never wanted Tamar at her wedding. Towanda just wanted Tony there. But if I could act like for this show, I want Tamar there, then I could blame whatever Tamar did, any small reaction, anything that she said, and say, oh no, I don't want her there. She gonna spoil my big day. All of that was a setup from the start. From the start. Trina is just Trina. Trina, give her a drink, she cool, in my opinion. She don't care, child, at all. But she definitely showed her ass in this scene. And a lot of people, it's a big debate online on whether or not Trina pushed Tamar. We're going to take a look at it and I'm going to break it down for you, okay? Because she absolutely did. She absolutely did. Let's go ahead and take a look. Shout out to Mr. Bravo. Shout out to the replay gang yang. We'll see if this will make it on YouTube. But this is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Let me go ahead and put that banner up. We're reacting. We are reacting to this together. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if we can start it over because they showed that little clip after Trina pushed Tamar with her shoulder, moved her off the way, and then stood in between them both. Okay, so let's see. Pay close attention as soon as we go to this next slide because that's where it happens.
I had to try to de-escalate it as much as I could. I didn't touch Tamar. I got in between.
Okay, right there. As small as that may appear, this is touching Tamar and moving her out the way. And then what she did after. Let's continue.
She and Tony, because Tony's smaller than Tamar. That's like a Rottweiler.
All right, now I'm gonna pause right there because what Trina also did once she moved Tamar out the way, pushed her with her shoulder, she did. It was what she was saying to Tony that was belittling to Tamar. You're a superstar. You're classy. You're a legend. What's the opposite of that? Tamar. That's belittling her own sister. You know what I mean? And it's clear whose side Towanda, child, especially, and Trina are on. Tony's.
Seen Tony that angry before. I think turned to you. That doesn't even make sense.
All right, so you guys see it right there. Oh, I hate they cut that off. But Tawanda, girl, please just hush, okay? Let me get to this and I'm going to pause it. Look at this. Look at what Tawanda is doing and what she's going to say to Tony Braxton. Child, who is that? Amazon. Yeah, hold on. Make sure you close my gate. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. This is cringe to me. But again, where's the can the sisters split up in one go and console Tamar? Hold on, he waiting for me to acknowledge that he dropped the doggone package. I could have just said it through the damn ring. Thank you. Yes. Oh, you were Amazon. I will be. But I'm in the middle of a podcast right now. Are you able to come back tomorrow about this time? Yes. What is it? Uh huh. Yes. Can you just put it right there for me and I'll get it? Oh, you already got it. Okay, thank you. You too. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry about that. But I was saying this is cringe to me, but it's also calculated. It is also calculated. Listen to what? First of all, arrest her for what? She's saying this to Tony. Let's go ahead and take a look. Did anybody find that weird, or is it just me? And look, you are absolutely right, Lady Lucy. Sisters are allowed to try to break up siblings from an altercation, but don't make one out to be worse than the other when it was, excuse me, when it was Tony that jumped up. Did Tony not jump up first? So, yeah, nobody wants to see siblings fight. Nobody wants siblings to put them paws on each other or anything. But Tony is the one that jumped up and made that a extremely aggressive situation, in my opinion. Now, do you guys, I don't say it, but it's not like I think it's a curse. I just don't like people that say, I swear on my mama or I swear on my kids. But that's not putting no damn curse on your kids. This lady here is evil. I don't care what nobody say. Look, ain't the easy way. You better say it. Towanda is possibly dangerous to Tamar's mental health. Definitely dangerous to her finances. Facts. Towanda is evil. Look at her eyes. Just look at the way. Let's continue.
But I think that this dinner was premeditated and that it went the way that Tamar wanted it to go. Listen, I swear to God, I saw.
Let's continue. We're going to go over it, peace, love, and light.
And sometimes it's just okay to walk away. And even if it's family, it's okay to walk away.
Now, that I agree with. I absolutely agree with that. It is okay to walk away, but what's not okay is for you to sit up in that girl face and try to make her crazy. She know why she gave you the money. She peeped game when it comes to you guys coming against her, trying to shut that interview down, but it's okay to do it on the show. That's not okay. But yeah, it's okay to walk away from family if it's not of a benefit and it's at a point where it can no longer be loving. Loving from a distance is always okay, but this is different with Towanda, and it's been different now that I'm thinking back to this show. Let's continue. All right, we got the most important parts of that dinner scene. For the most part, Tamar is refusing to film with them, and they are refusing to film with her. And for the other sisters, yeah, the show is done. Tamar has brought the ratings when it comes to both shows. Braxton Family Values, as well as this. Who want to come up? Anybody want to come up and give me your thoughts? Um, like I said, Trina definitely pushed Tamar because that was not a I need to support both sisters. That was let me protect Tony only. You know what I mean? And before I'll drop the link in case anybody want to come up because I only got a short time before we head over to Patreon. Look, that's it. That's all, sis. They antagonize her because they know how she'll react. And guess what? How Tamar has reacted on Instagram when she go live, how she's reacted on both of these shows proves to be what? Ratings. Everybody tuning in. When Tamar and that Funky Dineva situation happened a couple months ago, I was on Funky side when it comes to that. I was on Funky side because the whole story still just does not add up for me when it comes to somebody getting up in Tamar's secured building and attacking her and leaving her with broken teeth and all of this and we ain't heard nothing from the collaboration with the dentist. I don't believe any of that, but absolutely they have antagonized Tamar for years, for years. Now, I see Neva, I see you here. Nikki B is saying your device is not connected. So try again for me real quickly. But Neva P, before I get to you, sis, I do want to share this information when it comes to Towanda, and then we will get started. Okay. Let's take this comment down so we can try to maximize this screen. But as you guys see here, let's see. Well, let me do this and let me blow it up some. Let's see how this looks. All right. So as you guys can see here, and this was all, I ain't go looking for nothing, child. Naturally, this stuff has come out based off of the show, and people want to try to prove people wrong or whatever the case may be, and this is why this is here. But this is the mugshot of Towanda Braxton, and allegedly she was accused of stealing from her mother and bad mouthing her sisters. Now, she wasn't arrested for bad mouthing her sisters, but she was accused of stealing from their mom, her sister, Toni Braxton, and so she was accused of stealing from Toni as well, allegedly, and bad mouthing the rest of the sisters by a disgruntled employee. It all started after Toni Braxton's former assistant, Zoe, blasted Towanda on his podcast for owing him money for work he did on her skincare line. Zoe claimed Towanda stole her mother's Social Security checks, stole money from her more famous sister Toni, and that she trash talks the family to whomever will listen. Now, I don't think, not sure what's going on, Nikki. Try to close out StreamYard altogether because it's still saying your device is not connected. Um, this mugshot definitely is not from again her talking bad about her sisters and all of that. But as you can see, she was absolutely arrested, and what I heard it was from, and I do believe I got something to attempt to confirm this alleged information. It was from her writing bad checks. Hold on, doggy. Give me a second. So let me bring up the other one. Give me one quick second, guys. Let's see. Is it this one? No. Let me bring up this one. All right. One second, one second. So it says that that's why it was shocking when just a year later, Towanda was arrested on charges of forgery. So that mugshot is for forgery. Okay. Um, they said, according to this blog, Tawanda faced criminal charges in Gwinnett County, Georgia, and was accused of stealing checks from her previous employer, and which was an insurance firm. Her former boss claimed that she stole three blank company checks when she was left alone in one of the corporate offices. She then allegedly tried to use one of those checks at a local liquor store. So again, everything is alleged, but the mugshot, public information. Okay, I want to share one other breakdown of what happened after Tawanda purchased her home and she filed bankruptcy. You guys know I don't look. I will file bankruptcy. I ain't never had to file it for this much, but the only reason why I wanted to bring this up is because of what she said on that episode and the clips that we just watched. She sat there and said a bold faced lie because if Tamar gifted her $35,000, she would not list that as a debt. When you list something as a debt, that is the creditors that you owe. So she listed $417,715 far as the mortgage, the total, $76,000 to a former landlord, $35,000, which was a personal loan. It says to, but from Sister Tamar. At the time, allegedly, Tawanda listed her income as $4,692 a month versus $6,020 in expenses, meaning she was under that. She couldn't, make her expenses every month. Her assets included a $275,000 home with that $417,000 mortgage. So they threw this out because they said that she failed to disclose a full financial picture. So I'm not sure if she ended up filing again. But again, the only reason I wanted to bring this up is this right here. Let me take it down, but not that much. $35,000 listed as a debt. So it's a mess. And they have absolutely gaslit the hell out of us, the public. Rightfully so. A lot of you guys, and I'll go back and try to read some of the comments once Neva gets done. Rightfully so. A lot of people feel like they just can't take Tamar. That does not mean that everything that Tamar Braxton has said has been a lie. I want to say I enjoyed that short movie. As a couple of you guys like, get this mess up out of here. But the movie that she released the other day that has her songs in it, Heartbreak Retrograde, I liked it and I liked the scene with Mendices. A lot of people saying take that straight to Tubi, but I enjoyed it. But anyway, Neva P is here. How are you, sis?
Hi, Chit. I'm fine. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. I want to hear your thoughts on everything that we just watched tonight, sis. Give me your thoughts.
I just think it's really sad the way the sisters are arguing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any way different about Tamar that I always have. She's not really one of my favorite people, but it does not change the fact of what they are doing to her.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's wrong, but I think Tamar has done a lot to them as well. Um, I just think Tamar is just putting all, more of the business out than they are.
Mm.
I think it really started with the mother. I think all of them had financial issues, including Tony in the beginning, because Tony had to take care of all the sisters
Mm-hmm.
based on her mother. I just think the family is a messed up family.
Mm-hmm. Let me stop you right there. I want you to continue, but I want to ask you this because, yeah, I do believe that once Tony was the breakout star of the whole group and all of that, there was also a part in this episode where Tamar said she gave somebody, no, it was a previous clip. I'm sorry, where Tony was saying that she could not look at any other sisters outside of Tamar for assistance in helping their mother. And she said Tamar absolutely helped. And Tamar said, and that was before Vince. So I get it that Tony was the breakout star. But my question to you is this: do you think that the other sisters were absolutely jealous of Tamar's success, her marriage to Vince? Vince had a living in Calabasas and a 20,000 square foot mansion and all of that. I'm talking of Tawanda and Trina. Do you think that they resented her? Like they was okay with Tony making it and being the legend and the superstar, but they didn't want this for Tamar?
I think that's 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they were jealous of her, and I do, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tamar was a backup singer for other people
Mm-hmm.
prior to Vince,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Tamar met Vince when he became Tony's manager.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that they are jealous, and I'm going to take it back to when Tawanda was on Y'all Fix My Life.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you all saw that, Tawanda felt like she was talented as well, but she was busy being Tony's assistant, Tony's backup singer, and I think that she resented it, and
Mm-hmm.
I think she's resent Tony too to a certain extent.
You think Tawanda resents Tony too?
Yes, I absolutely do. But she's not going to really say so because, again, she was her assistant. You know, she stole from her. So she's really not going to give Tony as much smoke or any smoke because
Mm-hmm.
I think Tony really took care of her and her family. Don't forget, her husband wasn't working.
Yeah.
So Tony probably did a lot for them. But again, the way they treated Tamar was nasty, nasty work. But I do believe that Tamar has done things like them. It's just that they're not going to put out the family business like Tamar is going to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she but I think that she's the one that's been experiencing this, and Tamar is not innocent in everything. I agree with you with that. But you know how sometimes they say that you could hold stuff in and then blow. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, and I think that with this, because with her being an executive producer on
Hmm.
this show, which is separate from the other show,
Hmm.
I think she has a little more control as far as what she wants to say. So I do believe that they met up for that dinner under the guise of it was just gonna be that same surface level bullshit. Talking about well, I ain't talking about the mom. That I'm not saying that that's BS what she was going through, but the other sisters are okay with keeping things swept up under the rug.
But
So
I
I
think
do
Tamar was too
hmm
until she wasn't, and that's her right.
Yeah.
She was okay with it as well. I mean, like I said, I feel no different about Tamar, but Tamar is absolutely entitled to tell her story as and when she wants to.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter. If they want to hold theirs in and they don't want to tell it, that's on them.
I
But
agree.
Tamar can do whatever she wants, and she doesn't have to be abused by her own sisters because that's what she wants to do.
I'm so glad that you said the abused word because that's
Because
what
it
it
is
is.
abuse.
It is. It is. And how low down was it for them to basically, because look, I'm gonna leave that. I talk about it on Patreon, but for them to weaponize her being diagnosed, and she said, "Look, I got anxiety and I'm depressed because of you guys." You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
said, "Wow, look at how they're throwing that in their face, in her face. That let me know that that's what they've been doing all along. That's what
But
they
I
do to
agree
their
with that.
mom."
I agree with you, Chit Chat, but I think Tamar weaponized things about her sisters too. Their
Mm-hmm.
sisters' relationships, their sisters' money issues. There's no difference. But
Okay.
again, Tamar can say whatever she wants in her time. It's her business. She
Okay.
can do that. And if you want to hold yours back, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
but I don't. Like I said, it's bad and it's not nice the way they treating one another. But this was nasty work on this TV.
It was, but I brought this up because I want to play this because this is Tracy. May she rest in peace. My favorite Braxton sister, and I think that they're all. Well, can I say all? Um, I think they're all talented in their own way. I'm still trying to
Right.
figure out Tawana.
I
Trina's
just saw
just a.
Towanda tonight on a Christmas show with Ronnie with what's her name? I forgot. But anyway, I just saw her tonight on a Christmas show. And she's
Mhm.
okay. She can sing okay. She's okay. But do I
Okay.
think that she's going to break out like Tony and Tamar? Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, look, especially when they are a cappella, I think that they all sound amazing. Let me ask the chat real quick because my sisters just texted me and said that Neva has an echo. I don't hear an echo at all. Can you guys hear an echo? You guys can barely hear me? Hold on, Neva. Let's make sure. Hold on. Leslie, can you let me know now? Bravo, I have an echo. You sound far away and Neva has an echo. Okay, Neva, do me
Yes.
a favor, sis. Drop down and I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna open up another StreamYard window.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Hold on, chat. Hold on. StreamYard is tripping. Hold on. Ooh. Let me remove Neva. Okay, now I did not go to a new window yet. Tell me how I sound. She didn't have an echo to me, but thank you, sis, for the text. Okay, can you guys hear me without an echo? You hear me fine. Okay, Neva Pieces, join me over there on Patreon because we about to go in a minute anyway. And because I don't know if I'll have time for you to work that out. But I do want to thank Neva P. Thank you. I did not hear the echo at all, guys. You guys know I would have stopped us early on. So that part is what's weird to me because I didn't hear it. She sounded fine. So I hope I hope you guys were able to decipher what Neva was saying. But thank you, Neva. Love you, sis. Okay, I want to show you guys this, and then we'll get out of here because that'll give me about 30 minutes to get ready for my Patroni Cuties. If you guys want to join us over there for Real Housewives of Potomac, we will be starting at 6:45 p.m. Um, Let me drop the link in the chat. If you are not on Patreon, feel free to join us. We had fun the other night. Shout out to the Patroni Cuties and the Cutie Crew for our Friday night party. We had name that song, name that tune, name that artist, name that everything, child. It was fun. L'Oreal. Hey, sis. Look, I got a list of APB that I'm sending out messages to tomorrow, but you was just here a couple weeks ago. But I gotta try to get in contact with Good Bad Apple. I was able to touch bases with Mocha. But I love you, L'Oreal. Thank you for being here, sis. All right, I want to show you guys this. Let me take this off the screen. Because I want to know, is there a difference just because Tamar is Tamar? Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton, but both of them said the same thing about Towanda. So I know I played this a couple days ago, but since we are now talking about that full dinner scene, I want you guys to look at this again and let me know, is there a difference? Let me remove this. I don't want no Halloween pack StreamYard. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. And is it just the messenger? Hey, Gia. Or should I say Stephanie Mills? Ciao. Welcome, sis. All right, let's go ahead and take a look.
Last night was a mess. There's no other way to put it. Tony and Tamar left early this morning, so I'm the only sister left to talk to Tracy. I feel drained, and I have no idea what's about to go down, but it's important to try to figure out what it is that set it off. What made y'all think it was okay to do what y'all did last night? Hold on. No, hold on. I'm getting right down to it.
Now, I want to say the theatrics, Tracy's moving her head from side to side and all of that. Tawanda ain't got that same energy, though. Rest in peace, Tracy. Love you, Neva P. Thank you again, sis, for coming up.
You think that was okay to do yesterday? Okay, let me ask you a question. Answer. In your opinion, what was the problem with last night? The problem last night is why would you have your boyfriend to say all that about us, how we need to get together, and you know the down dirty. You know I was adamant that I didn't want to do it. Well, Tracy. But there's no well, Tracy. It is well, Tracy. It's not a well, Tracy, because if you know your sister, I had no idea y'all was going to do it last night. Why would you do that or have your boyfriend do that last night? Well, about everything that's, no, it's no good. Okay, I'll let you finish. Because, go ahead then, Tawanda, since you want to antagonize somebody. So
Who was that said that Tawanda was antagonizing? I think that was you, sis. Pink Diva said it. Tracy said it as well. Is there any difference? I have Neva P back and L'Oreal back. Hold on, guys. Let's finish this because this is the same calling out. Tamar may be a little bit extra. The message is still the same.
So don't play with me. Okay. Because guess what? You know exactly what you're doing. Don't be looking like that, you snake ass son of a gun. Okay. You're a snake, okay, and you like controversy, and you like all of that. Okay. So why would you do that? So
wow is all I can say. Wow. We're going to continue, but Tamar called Tawanda. She said a little bit. She said a little bit more. A snake ass biatch. But Tracy just said she a snake as well. I cannot just ignore that she just may be a snake. I ain't got nothing against Tawanda, child. I just want to leave my pocketbook around you. Let's continue.
so how am I antagonizing you? Really? He's a boyfriend. This is my husband. Okay. They were here for 29 years. Okay. I don't know him from Jack from Jingle.
You guys saw it. Neva P. I'm gonna go to L'Oreal first, but I want to do a sound check with you, to make sure that you're okay.
Am I still echoing? Yes.
Chat, is she still? Yes, L'Oreal, you said yes.
And
Sis,
I
I'm gonna.
said yes too.
Okay, okay, sis. If you're echoing, you are on Patreon, correct? Join us over there on Patreon. So
Yes,
let
don't
us
worry
know.
about it. I'll go down.
Okay, love you, sis. Thank you again.
Okay, sure.
Okay. L'Oreal is here. Ooh, child. I already know how this
Hey,
gonna go. Ooh, child.
am I
Hey.
echoing y'all?
No,
A
you're
little
not
bit.
echoing.
Okay.
No. Is L'Oreal echoing, guys? Put a one. Go ahead and say something, L'Oreal.
Hey y'all. It's not too
L'Oreal.
bad, I don't think.
Wait, hold on. Let's see what they're saying. What's going on with the just a little? Okay, well, we're gonna let you talk because I ain't heard from you from a while. I'm gonna mute. Maybe if I mute my mic, that will help. So give me your thoughts on this whole dinner scene. But before I mute myself, who was in the wrong? Tamar or the sisters or all of them?
Who child, them sisters.
Okay. Okay, I'm muting. Take over. Go ahead.
I'm so sick of Tawanda. I just thought how show away. Girl, go away from me with this. I used to like Tawanda, so I thought. But the similarities are very, very telling. Now I see what Tracy talking about. When the girl tried to play stupid and listen, Tony know too. Tony just tries to sweep stuff under the rug. Cause she like, oh, that's some petty money to her, I guess. But Tony gave the whole face like about the phone stuff, like, oh yeah, and she must have been stealing from Tony too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the look it gave. And then she was like, now Tony, look now. Listen, 6 years when you sitting up with that man and she had to pay his phone bill too. 8 years. Let me take that back. 8 years. But 6 years she been paying the phone bill. And now since this magic number year 8, he gonna marry you. And he's so ashamed by her walking around with a bald head, he done glued some hair on top of his head.
Girl.
Throw this away. I said, he's trying to throw some hints that you didn't glue some shit on your damn head. Let me get it first, baby. What in the world is going on?
Ooh,
I
child.
just said, child.
Well, look, L'Oreal, allegedly, and I'm gonna let you continue. The network paid for the wedding. That's the reason why the wedding happened. Go ahead.
Mm. And she got the nerve to sit up there. See, I felt like God done whooped her. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that. I hate to say that. But when you know when you're doing too much stuff happen to her, when she looked up and she know the nose was toe up and she was sitting in that bed, I said, God done whooped you. You need to go sit down somewhere. You doing too much. You done got too busy, baby. You doing way too much. It's given that Tawanda is very much the snake that Tracy said she was. And they didn't play with Tracy because, see, Tracy Temple, she tried to jump up and switch seats every time. Because she like, you know, no, no, baby, you ain't going to play with me. She tried to switch seats in that scene. Let me sit over here. Because if she can get close and reach out and touch you, she will. I just said, look at this. I thought Tawanda was cool all those seasons. All those seasons, I thought Tawanda was cool. They played it to look like Tracy was just stuck in the past and so jealous of them because she didn't get the opportunities they had because she had a baby early and all of this other crap.
Mm-hmm.
And you mean to tell me that they just gang up on one by one and been messing and mean girls this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be darned. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sick of Tawanda, I don't know what to do. I'm sick of her. I'm so sick of Tawanda. I'm tired of seeing their mama
Ooh,
because she don't
child.
address it either. I
Facts.
have not seen her address this whole entire season.
No, no. Look, not only this whole entire season, period. Really, the only time, and you guys let me know if it's an echo because I'm off mute. I did move this speaker back. I don't know if I had it too close, but the only time that Mama E got tough is because she wasn't gonna let Ayanla show her up. So you remember that's when she got tough and but who was that against? Tamar. So I'm with you, L'Oreal. It's not like I dislike Tawanda still to this day, but she definitely had me fooled for quite some time. And
She
yeah,
did.
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
over. She could put that wig back on her head.
Oh,
Put it
child.
back on. Every single one of your sisters is sitting up there with a wig on their head. Put it back on, girl. Cause I'm sick of it. And
Oh, Lord.
golly. Trying my some she
Allegedly,
got a
allegedly, she may have
she say she got
alopecia.
alopecia. She trying to sell a line. She ain't said nothing else about no line. That's what she need to be focused on. Instead of
Mm,
telling somebody to call the police and press some charges. You need to be trying to sell some soap and some shampoo and some conditioner, honey. Or
ooh,
whatever
child.
else you gonna rub on your head. Cause
Ooh,
you stealing money and people got to pay your bills and she gifted you $35,000. I want to jump across that table myself.
facts.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Said
Mm,
it, oh, I just need proof of funds and I'm gonna give it right back.
hmm
What?
And that's
Girl.
what she said. That's what she said because we know that is the normal protocol. You must have a certain dollar amount. You know what I'm saying when you going up to get financed and all of that for a home, get approved. And so I absolutely believe Tamar when she said that was the reason why she gave Tawanda that money. Now Tamar is better than me because this would have came out season one,
Right.
episode one of the first damn show. Go ahead.
And she wanna bring up something from 1995.
Mm,
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I'm sick of it. They need to go to sit down with a counselor, like Tamar said. Go get them something. Because the other one just sitting up there just getting fat as I don't know what,
oh, child.
drinking
Trina.
up everything.
Oh, Lord.
Trina, she don't even she
Ask you
can't
this.
even get a
You hear
sentence out without
you
she look like she finna break down.
baby Trina hits that bottle. You hear me? But let me ask you this, L'Oreal, because speaking of that, you said she gained a couple pounds and all of that. Now we do know that Trina and her husband used to have a cooking show on YouTube and all of that. That's what they used to do. But even with that episode with the husband, when Trina, I think that was last week or week before, had to leave Towanda'S, maybe that was a clip from what we're gonna see. I don't know. But the husband allegedly had some type of heart issue, was rushed to the hospital, but by the time she got home, he was sitting on the couch. Was that like odd to you, like it was to me? Because, or do you think that was editing, or do you think that that was a made up storyline for the show?
I think I remember that happening or being in the blogs. I don't think it was made up. I think I
Okay.
remember that being in the blogs that he had a heart attack or something like that. I don't think
Okay.
Trina want that man for real. I think he really liked Trina, but I don't think that's Trina. That ain't Trina type. You know what I'm saying?
It's not her type.
I think Trina went with it, and then
Mm-hmm.
when once she got in it, she just regressing back to that bottle, baby, because that ain't what she really want.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate to say it, but she has that look, and I do hope that if Trina does have a drinking problem, that she has already addressed it or will address it. But she has that look. Trina like her a good drink, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, and you can tell it's starting to really really show. But L'Oreal, I want you to take us out of here because I'm gonna have to set up for Patreon. Do you give me your thoughts on Tony? Tony has always been the one that's flown under the radar. It's a two-part question. Do you believe Tony when she say Tony Michelle will pop off and get with you, or do you think that was theatrics for the show? And do you think Tony's hands are clean in all of this?
Absolutely not. When Tony stood up there and said, I'm too old. I'm not gonna hide and say what I said. I said it. She is just a big enough opportunist. Her, I believe that she did what she did say she did. Set up there with Tamar and say, "Oh, let's have on the Braxton show. Don't put on your thing. Your thing is a chitlin circuit." I think she
Mm-hmm.
plays those sisters against each other.
Against each other.
I
Mm-hmm.
think she does. I think she does it. She plays both sides, and she does whatever. She don't care nothing about none of
Because
them.
she's
She
the
don't care nothing
golden
about
child.
none of them.
Yeah, she's the golden child. She is the breakout star, the one that made it first as far as in the industry and all of that. And they all do look at her with a high regard. But like I said, when it comes to Tamar, they wasn't expecting Tamar to garner this level of success that she has. Now I'm not, oh, should I play this?
I think
Let me
she's
see.
jealous of Tamar, like Tamar said, because that heavyweight come in.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, pipe down. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
heavyweight. And then the way they Tamar kind of look like, mm.
Mm-hmm.
I said, baby, she been acting like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think though the whole show away this season, they done showed out. And they need to really break down. I don't want to hear nothing else from Miss Evelyn about her husband. And she writing a book from
Oh
better,
my
bitter and
God.
marriage and this and that. I don't care anymore. You
Yeah.
need to go back and reach back and talk to your children and see where y'all really messed up and wasn't focused on y'all children.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what the discussion needs to be about when they were sitting up there with Ayana, not pinpointing what parts about them is showing out this and this and that. Nah, what really happened to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
why your daddy was running around here through the church sleep with everybody? It is giving the mother has taught them to put men first,
Mm.
and
Mm.
still to this day, that's what she's doing.
Mm.
Tony didn't pipe up and have nothing to say or no smoke until someone mentioned her current husband.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
always wondered why she couldn't keep now husband.
Mm.
It's a breakdown need to go on in this family if they gonna start with the bull crap. Oh, start where it started.
And look, where it started to me is absolutely somebody saying they can't hear. Okay. We gonna get out of here. Um it absolutely started to me with Mama E. I think Mama E, probably rightfully so, was a little bit bitter because Michael Sr. ended up marrying her girlfriend from the church. And I think that, instead of I just think that she probably raised those girls with a lot of drama. You know what I mean? I think that she was hurting bitter, not hurt was. I think she still is. So I'm with
Right.
you. It's no need for a book. Y'all done had the first show. Now you're on the second one. We don't want to hear it. And I feel for her. That was wrong as far as what he did, but that was about 40 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's just another attempt to me to want to capitalize. But look, L'Oreal, we gotta go, sis. I gotta set up for Patreon. I am so happy to hear your voice. I know the last time that you stopped through, your mom was listening to us cut up. So tell mama I said hi, child. We
I
still
will.
cut.
I'll be on the Patreon cutting up. If
Okay.
y'all ain't over there, y'all better come on.
Yeah, no, we on our way. 15 minutes. Okay, sis, love you. Thank you for coming up. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Dog it. I called myself coming early so we can have a little more time to talk, and we still gotta go because I got Patreon. So we're gonna be over there talking about them Real Housewives. Child, we're gonna try to pick up these contact clues when it comes to Wendy Osefo. You guys know what she's into. So now I'm just looking for other things that I could see while these episodes are going on that was previously taped. But we'll talk more about the Braxtons. More and more is coming out about this. We will be talking about hot topics as well. I'll come and have a discussion with you guys um, um, about Potomac as well in the coming week. It's a lot on my plate. I'm trying to get my passion back, child. It's a lot. It's a lot. Love you too, Bravo. Thank you for dropping down, sis. Flora said I heard her tutty stink. Oh, oh, child. Okay, I had to really piece that together. They all married their father. Wow. Look, make no mistake about it. Birdman is not the daddy. And the only reason Birdman may be too high, allegedly, he do a couple things and be dozing off and all that. But the only reason the Tony Braxton, married Birdman is because of his money. That's just it. That's all. Did you drop the link for members only two? I did not, girl. What's the tea? But I will. To the Cutie crew, we'll be over there on Tuesday. We got our afternoon tea with the Cutie crew Tuesday afternoon. We got members only coming up this week. Hey, CC. And then yeah, and I got lives. It's chilly outside, so I'm be hitting up YouTube. So thank you guys again. If you did not hit the like button on your way in while you were here, please hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to the replay gang yang. I appreciate you guys. If I did not see your comments, and there were a lot of them, drop it down in the comment section of this live, and I promise that I will converse back and forth with you guys. But thank you again. Let me get ready, child. I got about 15 minutes to my Patroni cuties. I will see you on Patreon. I'll drop the Patreon link again as well. Join me over there so we can watch Real Housewives of Potomac, child. All right. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Love you too, Nita. I think that's love my mama, child. These names. These names. Yes, and come back and hype up the live, child. That's new. Okay. I'll see you guys shortly. Have a good rest of your Sunday. If you are not a Patroni cutie, thank you again. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate you guys. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.